How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good. I haven't seen you in forever.
I know, it's been weeks. How
I
was your
know.
gallivanting in Las Vegas?
I know. Has it been weeks?
So-
13 days. It does feel like weeks. It feels like forever. Hi, Jocelyn.
Hey, Jocelyn.
It was fun. Had a nice time. Hard to get back, though, and get,
Yeah.
back into everything. Trying to hide my mess over there because I have, a big mess in my office. Trying to get back into it. Hi, Megan. Hi, Easy Graphics. Thanks, Megan, for plugging away with Allie while I was gone. Appreciate
Yes, many thanks, Megan.
it. She's always so great about chipping in.
She
Appreciate it.
is.
So, did you have fun? Have fun without me? Get a lot of writing done?
No, I did not get a lot of writing done.
Yeah, neither did I. I was hoping
But you got
to, but
learning done.
I got learning. It was nice to take a little bit of a break from it all.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was a good time. It was, well, it was fun, but it wasn't the time of my life but it was fun. I had a good time. I was,
What you say?
I know. No, it was good. And it was really fun to meet Kanika. We hung out all week, and I'm so, so glad and so thankful I knew somebody there because,
Yeah.
um, I don't know. I guess I'm not as extroverted as I used to be. I don't know. So it was nice to know that we can meet up with someone. We
Yeah.
talked, but it was a different conference because it had all the genres there, and it was 1,300 people, and you'd run into somebody on day one and not see them the entire rest of the week, and
Yeah.
it was just kind of crazy in that regard. A lot of sweet romance, tons of paranormal romance. Oh my God. I
Yes.
swear to you, every single person we met that said they were romance was paranormal. And I was like, dang, I am in the wrong part of this business. I guess I need to come up with some dragon shifters or something because they were
I
all
mean,
paranormal.
everyone should come up with dragon shifters. But
Really?
also, I did see a whole thread on the group about contemporary romance and trying to link up with all the contemporary romance people that had been there but apparently not really met each other.
I know. I know. It
So,
was crazy. It was really crazy. There was ran into a lot of sweet, clean contemporary. Um, I know Elena Johnson was there, and so I think she was a huge draw for that type of romance writer. And we met some steamy here and there through the week, and then finally on the last day, last session, it's like we sat behind two women, and I was gonna reach out and say hello, and introduce it, but I was like, yeah, it's the last session. And then here, like five more women come in and sit beside them, and we're hearing them talk and realizing that they're steamy contemporary. I'm like, on the last day, last session. So we met them, of course, had to say hi and all that, but it was like,
yay!
you know, it was just kind of crazy to find steamy there, steamy contemporary. So and if a lot of times if we did find steamy, they're also writing paranormal or also writing X, Y, and Z, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, it was interesting. I would say the majority of the conference was definitely fantasy, sci-fi, but I mean those are the people who are putting it on too, where
Yeah.
fantasy, sci-fi, but I mean, the topics were all still very relevant to all genres, and so that worked out fine and made good connections and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm glad I went. I don't think I'd go again unless I was. I mean, I might be persuaded, but but I don't think I'd go again unless I was asked to be a presenter or something. 2 or
Yeah.
3 years down the road, I'd go again and I'd present if I got big enough or had something really important to say. So
Fair enough.
yeah. So I'm
Now,
looking forward to doing something different. Yeah.
the most important question here:
Yes.
did you get cake from the cake machine?
I did. Yes. I
Oh yes,
didn't.
you said chocolate cake.
Yeah, I didn't get it, but I told my mom and aunt about it. So the last day of the show, the Friday was the author viewing, author table, signing thing, and
Yes.
and so my aunt and mom came, and it was on the walkway from. So it wasn't the one that you guys had pointed me to, but it was the cake vending machine between Bally's and Paris, and so
Okay.
it was on the walkway on the way. And I think on one of the days at lunch, Kanika was going to grab a bite, and I walked with her, and I saw it off to the side, but I didn't get a good look at it. So I told my mom and aunt about it, and I said, "Get me a piece of cake," and they did. I think it was like $13. It
Ouch.
wasn't cheap cake.
That
It
is
was
expensive cake.
really expensive cake, but I mean, it was a slab of cake. You get like
Mm.
it came in like a triangle shaped. I'm trying to make a
Yeah.
triangle shaped box, and it was huge. I mean, it was a slab of cake, and it was chocolatey, chocolatey. Yes, Jocelyn, it was chocolatey, chocolatey, chocolatey icing, chocolatey cake. It was very moist and very good. And
That
I ate
is
it right
awesome.
before I went to bed Friday night with some bites for my mom and aunt. And I just couldn't sleep the rest of the night. I think it had like caffeine. Chocolate has caffeine in
It's
it.
all that sugar.
Yeah,
That's
the
just the
sugar
sugar
and the
thing.
caffeine. Yeah, I had a really bad
Yeah.
night of sleep. So, anyway, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth it to have that cake. So, yeah, it was fun. I had a good time. And I walked a lot, which is really good for my leg, and met
That's good.
people, and have a stack of cards, people to follow up with, and just it was a nice time. Yeah, I'm really glad that Kanika and I got to hang out and get to know each other. I
Yeah.
would love to get to know more people in person. More of our people
Yeah.
that our peeps. Yes, Easy Graphics, wrong side of the business. Yeah, we need to get into reverse harem big time, because apparently
It's all
that's
about the many men.
That's the crap right there, I tell you. And at the author signing, the author who had the most people, we were told to expect like the big name authors would have lines of people waiting to sign their books. There was only one, and it was a paranormal reverse harem author across the way from us. I don't know the name, but there was a big line first thing in the morning for about the first hour. But
Yeah.
apparently she didn't bring books. She had them order books in advance, and they had to bring the book to the thing to be signed. So that was
Well, that
interesting.
saves on
Yeah,
her luggage fees, doesn't it?
yeah. So yeah, it was interesting. What's reverse harem, Allie? I'll let you explain that one.
It's when you have one woman and several men, and she doesn't have to choose which man. She just has all of the men, and they're good men, not real men. They're men written by women, so
Okay,
they
I
do
had
good
to think
things
about
and
that
they
one.
do housework, and they're not like real men. They don't leave their stinky socks lying around, and it's not having to look after 4 extra children. It's being looked after
By
by 4
four
men.
men. Yes.
Or 5 men, or 3 men, or 6
Jocelyn.
men, depending.
Oh, the innocence, Easy Graphics says. Jocelyn. But remember, Jocelyn does write children's books, so she probably has not seen much reverse harem in children's books. So, along with her thriller book, but yeah, I think her thriller is even for a lower age range. So yes, Easy, Jocelyn is innocent, and now we have ruined her for life.
Sorry, Jocelyn.
I know, Megan, good men, not real men. I know. When she first said that, I had to think about it. Good men, not real men, huh? But it's true. It's so true. We all write the
I
men.
know.
We all write the perfect man that doesn't exist. All
Yeah.
of us. Doesn't matter if it's reverse harem or contemporary. Anyway,
Yep.
we do have a Facebook user here. Hi.
Hi, Facebook user.
Yeah, we don't know who you are, but let us know if you do want to get on the Let's Write or the Z and tell us who you are. But otherwise, hello. Somebody from our group, most likely. And yeah, so shall we write? What happened last week in your writing? How did it go? Did Megan inspire you to get a bunches of words in? And
I did get some words in, and it doesn't look super good on my spreadsheet because I also deleted a lot of words. But I did get some words in, which is important, and I made progress. So
yes, progress is always important. Yes, that is the interesting thing. I think. Well, I just have to say again, and I know I talk about this all the time on here, but if you are not following Elena Johnson, I don't know what you're doing. So if you want to know anything about rapid release or publishing fast, either way, and what the difference is, or anything about, getting beyond just writing and or setting up your book for a good release while you're writing it, things like that. I mean, she's amazing. So she had a good point, though, which was publishing fast is not the same as rapid release. And so I highly recommend her session if you guys haven't watched her rapid release session. If
I
you're.
haven't watched. Yeah, I haven't watched any of them yet. I'm trying to watch through a load of sessions that I only have access to for a month. So I'm doing those first, and then I'm going to come back to the 20 books ones.
Yeah. If you go to 20 Books Vegas, I think it is 20 Books Vegas 2021, you can find them on YouTube if you search under that. And yeah, I highly recommend her sessions. She also did another session that was pretty good, and she was on a couple panels. I thought all her sessions were very well done. There was one session that I walked out of all of them. That was the one that was the weirdest. I think the guy was having dementia giving the session, and I meant to reach out to 20 Books and see, if the guy was okay, but it was interesting. I've never experienced the weirdness that was before, but he literally could not recall what he was supposed to be talking about and started over about 4 times and kept apologizing and just saying how tired he was from the day, and oh gosh, he should have written some notes down, but he'd given this presentation once before and had no slides. It's just,
oh my goodness.
I felt like, oh my God, I feel so bad for him. And people were walking out left and right. I mean, I sat there and tried to give him a chance for a good 15 minutes, and finally I was like, I gotta go someplace else. I can't watch this train wreck.
Was that one of the recorded ones?
They were all recorded as far as I know, or were they not? Were not all of them recorded?
No, some of them are only live.
Oh, I don't know if it was live or not. And I'm trying to think now what the session was even on, but I think it was Wednesday. Because Wednesday I kind of had an day in terms of the sessions that I chose. There were so many good sessions to choose from, though. So it was hard.
Yes.
You take your, to only attend one of them thing. And I thought they were all recorded. So I was like, well, then I can watch them all. But I guess not now. I'll miss a bunch.
No, I think most of them were, but there were a few that weren't. And obviously the ones, they had some where the presenter was virtual. And those ones weren't recorded because they could only go one way. So if someone was streaming in, they couldn't also stream out.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, it might be lighter on there, but hopefully they got the really good ones on there.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, it was good. There's so much we can do now on Zoom and get so much benefit. The only thing is that just meeting other authors and being able to talk with other authors about your experiences, you kind of miss out on that when it's Zoom,
Yes.
And I guess that's why I kind of look forward to going to a romance-only convention next, just to have more of a really specific genre type of experience. So, but yeah, I know, it is pricey to go in person. It is pricey to travel and stuff like that. Not everybody can, and I'm happy to, give you my insights. Would I go again? Again, I don't think so. I mean, it was fun and I enjoyed it, but I think I would go in a couple years if I were bigger and more well-known and could present, but I don't think I would go again as an attendee. Nothing against 20 Books. I love 20 Books. It was great, but if they're going to put it all live and online, I think I would just attend via Zoom or whatever. Yeah. It was very interesting. There were a lot of older men there and a lot of older men standing around networking. It was just interesting. What are they networking about? Writing together? Talking about how they're moving their books. I don't know. It was an interesting show for sure. So I think the vibe is different there than, at a genre specific show is what I'm thinking. So it was a good experience though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, enough about all that. That was 15 minutes of pretty much boiling down to I had a great time. I'm glad I could help you all with what I thought about it all. But yes, let's move on. Okay, so let's write. So I hope everyone's writing. Let's see, how far away are you to the end? Like, how are you feeling about what you're writing?
I haven't got any further towards the end because I've actually gone back and started changing things earlier on because I don't think I can write the end with where I'm at the moment. So I'm hoping if I change the things earlier, then the end's going to flow more easily.
Did you decide to stay with just one point of view? I know you would.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
good,
currently.
good. Oh, this was kind of funny. I do have to share. You know what? I'll save it for after the break because there was kind of a funny thing about steamy romance that I do want to tell you. That's cool. So, how about Megan or Jocelyn? What are y'all up to? Easy Graphics, what are you up to? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Any other friends with us, let us know. I am going to, I had written like the second chapter in a little freebie that I have that I am going to drip out chapter by chapter. So I just want to go through and kind of revise and take a look at that. And yeah, that's where we're at.
Cool.
So let's get started, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right. Oh, Megan's going to work on a TikTok video. Yay. Cool. All righty. We'll see you guys on the flip side of 20.
See you in 20. Good luck.
Oops. There we go. Hello. We are back. How'd you do?
Hi. I did okay. I changed a little bit. I worked out how to change something that I've been stuck on for a bit.
Something you got stuck
How about
on?
you? Yeah.
You feel unstuck now, or anything you need to talk through?
Well, I've moved forward a little bit, so now I'm just stuck on the next bit.
Okay.
Well, now
Right.
I'm pausing on the next bit, not stuck.
Gotcha. We had a couple of new people join us. We had Exotic. Did it say Exotic Expression Dance Fitness? Very cool. You have to tell us what you're writing.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're writing a book on that. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, I spent most of the time looking for a file that I couldn't find. So that was fun. I know. I finally found
I
it.
hate when that happens.
I
Yay!
know. I couldn't remember. I had sent it to somebody, so I emailed. I had to go back to my email after I searched and searched and searched my drive and couldn't find it. So anyway, I found it. But yeah, now I'll hopefully catch up on doing what I wanted to do. Yeah, how'd everyone else do? Jocelyn, tell us how you did. Easy. Megan, did you get your videos made? Let us know. Yay, easy. What are you doing? Proud to announce that I'm halfway through. That is awesome, Easy. Super awesome. So one thing I would say is that the conference didn't have a ton of craft. Like, it had a little.
Yeah.
Maybe more so that you got to see watching online than what.
As a group, it's generally mostly focused on the marketing rather than the craft.
Yeah, for sure. I noticed that for sure. So it was interesting. I underestimated how difficult it would be to find photos for this idea I had. Aw.
I'm sorry to hear that, Megan. I feel your pain. I literally have that every single time I try and ever do anything.
Are you using Deposit Photos, Shutterstock, or are you using, what's that free one we had given a link to a while back? I can't remember the name of it.
Pixabay?
Yes, Pixabay. Yeah. Canva is also good. Yeah, I know that's tough. So anyway, I was going to tell you, save this story for this break. So one of the conversations that we did frequently have with romance authors we ran into. Oh, Unsplash and Canva Pro. Yes, Unsplash I've heard good things about too. Was about steam levels in books, right? From because we ran into a lot of romance authors who were sweet and clean, and then of course paranormal and reverse harem tended to be, steamy, and so we were talking about steam levels. So I was at the newbie table. I think I told you there was supposed to be 9 of us at this one table sharing a space, and 2 had dropped out before we got there. That brought us down to 7, and then the only ones who showed up were 4 of us. So we ended up with 4 at the table, which was nice.
Yeah.
But the one gal, there were 2 sweet and 2 steamy. I was one of steamy, and the one gal who had a steamy said that her steam level was on a scale of 5 hot peppers. Her scale was 4 to 5. And I've always said, I think mine's 3 to 4, maybe, And so anyway, she was only there for an hour that morning on Friday, and she just had to go catch her plane. She left a book and left. So at the end of the day, her book was left. She said, whoever was, if it was left, just give it away or whatever. So I took it. I figured my mom and I could read it and review it for her, whatnot. And so I, out of curiosity, started reading it that night, skimmed through as fast as I could because I just don't have time to read anymore, and was looking at her steamy scenes, and I'm like, I'd say hers were a 3, and if that's a 3, then mine are probably 5. It's interesting.
Really?
But I think what a conversation that is, because there's never really Amazon has no parameters about that, and it's frustrating.
I wouldn't have put yours at 5. I think you pegged them correctly at a 3.
Yeah, three and a half, four at the most. But hers were
Yeah.
definitely, like, I was surprised she thought hers were four. I wouldn't have.
I mean,
It was
like, if you
interesting.
include erotica on the scale of 1 to 5, and like erotic romance,
Well,
that
let's
5 is quite,
yeah.
it's quite a thing.
Yeah. I don't know, like not erotica, but like erotic romance, which I think is
Yeah.
pretty much what they're calling steamy romance kind of these days. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was
Erotic,
just
but erotic romance is like erotica, but also with a plot.
right.
Like steam level is very similar.
Okay, but with a plot, whereas
Yeah.
erotica is just it's all about the sex. So,
Yeah.
I mean, on that scale, I would say 3. But if we remove erotic as well, and we're just talking steamy contemporary, like I've always said, 3.5, 4 is probably where
Yeah.
I am. And I would say if she thought she was a 4, then I would say mine were steamier. I just kind of think, that's a conversation. It's so interesting, that
Yeah.
there is just no rating system. Book Cave
No.
has a rating system. They do, and that's kind of interesting. Yes. And then one of the other authors, just like you said, Megan,
Yeah.
they were saying that it would be nice if we had, just like the movies, PG-13. And then another author said that Amazon has actually been asking for something like that,
Have they?
That's what this
Interesting.
author said. I don't know the truth of it or how that person knows, but yeah, readers on TikTok, like there's such an inconsistent thing with it. And it's not, I
Yeah.
don't think it needs to be like censoring us,
No.
I just think that as a benefit to readers and to know how to categorize our books and marketing them, as authors, I think a good rating system would be beneficial all around. I don't know.
It would be handy if authors could self-rate their own books a little more accurately. Because it so much depends as an author on what you've read. Like if you've only read Sweet and Clean and then you go write something kind of steamy, you're like, well, that is a 5 compared to all these other books. Whereas if you have read the smuttiest of smut talk, you're like, oh, maybe that's only a 2.
I know.
It's all dependent, isn't it?
It's very relevant. And so, if you have a system, it takes the subjectiveness, is it subjectiveness, right?
Yes.
Out of
Yes,
it,
it is.
and really quantifies it, I think I've mentioned Book Cave before, and they have pretty good, like, do you have 100 or more words that are slang, 40 to 100, they do have quantifiers in there for how to, quantify your books better.
Yeah,
But
that's good.
yeah, but I don't know. It was kind of an interesting conversation that kept coming up, throughout the week.
Yeah.
Smut Talk has high standards for smut. Yeah, they do. Kind of interesting. Yeah, and I wouldn't think I'm part of Smut Talk, but steamy, yes.
No.
And when I use my hashtags, I use steamy. I don't tend to get into the Smut Talks. I kind of leave that to, I feel like, fantasy, that are really smutty.
Yeah.
Let's see. I've recently read a couple, and dark romance. Dark romance tends to, really dwell on TikTok and smut talk. You know what I mean? And I'm not dark romance for sure.
No. See, I don't like the concept that, like, the more extreme your kink gets, the more peppers you get. Like, just because it's kinkier doesn't mean it's hotter. You can have very, like, vanilla written kink and equally very spicy written vanilla sex. So I don't like those as the thing.
Yeah. I recently read a couple of erotica novels that unfortunately were a letdown, just not realistic at all. I expected women's pleasure to matter too.
That sounds like you didn't read good ones.
Would you like an Allie's list of recommended?
I was going to more recommend you a Facebook group that could really, they're very good for recommend. Like, you put in your list of requirements and they will come up with books that fit them no matter how specific you are. Those ladies read a lot of smut.
Okay, which group is this? I would love to see what it is.
Let's see if I can find it on a quick thing. Otherwise, I'll look it up in the break, in the
Yeah.
writing. Sorry, not the break, and tell you on the next break.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So true. Some people use shock value to make up for actually putting effort into a plot or making the overall concept interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, well, let's head into our second so you can look that up because now I want to know what it is.
Yes.
Who
I
are
will
these
look it up
ladies
and let you all know.
that read and help us all figure out what we want to read? Wants to know for research purposes. Exactly.
That's right,
Right.
she does.
That's right. Exactly. All right, so we will see you guys on the next 20. See you then
Yep.
after the next
Good
20.
luck, everyone.
Hey everybody, I had internet issues, so I don't know where our time is at. Let's go ahead and stop the second one. We'll start it again. I had to get all the way out, close up my Mac, and get back in. So anyway, here we are. I'm glad that Morningstar is with us. Good job on your new job, Morningstar. That's awesome. I hope it's awesome anyway. Sounds like you're in meetings a lot, but
Yeah. Are
that's
they
the way it
fun
goes.
meetings?
Yeah.
Because, like, meetings can really go either way.
Yeah. She's probably having to learn all new systems and stuff like that for the new job, and everything. So, and then Easy Graphics told us some kind of mystery about coloring books. What's going on? He says to look up Jade Summer and KDP. Sounds
40k per
critical.
month publishing colouring books.
Is that what you were trying to tell us, or is there's something about diversity? I feel like she probably got in trouble with something. Oh, and Morningstar's having to learn like a lot of interesting stuff. Yeah, having to do with her job.
Or is he telling us that we should diversify into colouring books because there's clearly a big
Oh, I
market?
know. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and Easy Graphics at that last mastermind meeting, we had, talk with Nick about diversifying into coloring books. Could be really big for him if that's the case, if that's what you're trying to tell us. I wish I could like diversify away from KDP. Huh. I wish I could, but I'm stuck there right now. There's a lot of that going. But
yeah, well, wide is a really different market.
yeah, is there as much of a coloring book market on Wide Easy as there is on KDP or on paperback or whatever? She was banned from KDP because of copyright.
Oh.
That's tough if you're making that much money on KDP and then you get banned all of a sudden. Like,
yeah, I'm not having anything come up. I've literally typed in Jade Summer and KDP. Oh no, I have got Jade Summer KDP termination.
98% of their income.
Thing.
Wow, from KDP and just got banned. Yeah. I wonder what her site is. Like, was she taking art that wasn't hers and putting it in her coloring book?
Someone watch the YouTube videos for me because they are not my thing.
I know. Looks like Megan has seen the YouTubes.
Give me an article to read. I'm all over that.
Easy Graphics says coloring books are huge on KDP, not elsewhere. So that would hurt.
I can believe that.
Could she start a pen name though and put out her books, or would they know? Like, could she redo her books? I know it'd be hassle, but I wonder what the issue was. Why did she get?
I would
it
guess.
was
to
copyright.
Be that big in KDP, to be that big, in colouring books, I would guess that she went for specific themes that were very popular, and generally such things would be programs or movies or things that were popular. Mm-hmm. If copyright was an issue,
yeah,
potentially she was taking other people's using other people's intellectual property.
You would think though, if you were making big money, like you could pay for licensing. You could pay to license.
But licensing would be extremely expensive for some stuff. It depends because I haven't looked.
Or you could pay somebody on like Fiverr to make original artwork for you. I don't know.
Yeah, but the thing is, if the popular, and I am assuming, if the popularity came from because it was a subject that was already popular. Although looking at her stuff, it doesn't look like it. It's all like
looks like animals.
Patterns and animals and stuff. So
if it's copyright issue, I would assume then she used, whatever the black and white drawings are for coloring books, maybe from somebody else's work or something.
I have found some anime and manga. I don't know though, because none of them look like they're a particular thing.
Oh, Morningstar is a good point. Could be like the quantity. Yeah. Like I know some of
Maybe.
the like cover artists, not cover artists, cover photos, you know. Some licensing for cover photos only goes up so many copies. Like I
Yeah.
wonder, you know. And
It
how
goes up quite a lot.
yeah,
Like,
like
most authors aren't going to break that.
like breaking 100,000 copies or 200,000 copies, you
Yeah.
know. It'd be a long time before I would love to know, you know, does Pippa Grant, does she sell more than 100,000 copies on a book? I would love to know what that top echelon, you know,
Yeah, I don't know.
because I think if you look in Rocket, and maybe Easy knows the answer. If you look in Rocket and like and you pull up a popular category, it'll tell you, you know, to reach the number one spot, you need like 2,000 copies sold or something like that. So
Yeah.
I would assume nobody's selling 100,000 copies, but I could be wrong. Maybe they are selling 100,000
Yeah, I don't
copies.
know.
I could not even imagine getting there. Oh my gosh, it'd be great, but no.
I would.
KDP Sandbox, yeah. Wow, it's crazy. It
Who
really is
knows?
really crazy. That's why I think a hybrid model, you know, of wide, where you've got some things in KDP for your KDP, your KU kind of readers, depending on your
Yeah.
genre, to read, and then take them out and kind of, you know, let other people read them for a while and then put them back in. I don't know. It's kind of
Yeah.
interesting.
I know some authors do like rotate which series of theirs are in KDP and which ones
Yeah,
aren't. So
yeah, for
like
sure.
they'll spend a year in KU and then a year wide, and then
Yeah.
which probably works for them because it kind of wide
Mm-hmm.
is slow anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so it
Mm-hmm.
starts them building up, and then they
Yeah.
can, like, it doesn't really annoy all the KU readers who are left with nothing. So
Right. Right. Very interesting. Thanks for today's smutty gossip, Easy Graphics. Juicy gossip, not smutty gossip. Juicy gossip
yeah,
today. Yes, in the publishing world. All right, Allie, how'd you do that second sprint? Everything good?
yeah, not bad.
Okay. Feeling good about what you got going on?
Yeah, I'm just rewriting a scene.
Yay. Morningstar, are you writing or putting your writing and audiobooks kind of off for the moment since you've got the stress of a new job? I'm just curious, see what your thoughts are going in. And are you able to do the 6 a.m.? Like, are you having to drive somewhere? I haven't looked in the 6 a.m. club, but I haven't seen any messages either. So I didn't know if the
No,
6
there
a.m.
haven't
club is
been
still
many
going
recently.
strong. Yeah. Or do you have to get up in the morning and drive to work now, or how's it going, Morningstar? Let us know. Oh, if I could bring smutty gossip, I'm not creative enough. It's funny. No driving. I haven't since I've gotten well. Okay. All right. Just curious. I'm glad to hear your new job's going well. All right. Shall we head into our final sprint?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it because it's getting to be dinner time here. Got to think about dinner next. You probably already had your dinner, huh, Allie?
I did.
You're done. Have you had ice cream snack for the night, the dessert for the night?
No.
Morningstar wore PJs to work today. Do you
Are
wear
you working from
PJs?
home now?
I think she has been, but I don't know. Need ideas for dinner. Tonight we're making mac and cheese with hot dogs in it. That was a special request. While I was gone, I got food that I thought, you know, they would easily make while I was gone. And so there's 2 boxes of macaroni and cheese up in the cupboard still that they did not make. So that was the request for tonight. So easy peasy.
Ooh, excuse me.
Okay, Easy Graphics, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for joining us and sharing the gossip.
I know. All right, let's head into our final 20. We'll see you guys on the flip side.
See you in 20.
Hey, everybody, we are back. How'd you do? How did everyone do? Did we get productive? Did we get stuff done? Allie, how'd you do? Is Allie going to be with me?
Hi!
There she
Hi!
is.
I am totally with you.
Oh, good, good, good. How did we do?
I was productive.
Good. So what'd you find? What'd you do? Did you get further in your
carried on.
story? Yeah. Carried on.
I carried on with the scene I'm currently rewriting.
Oh, good. Good. You feel good about what you're getting in there?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes, I do.
Allie, it's already almost November end.
I know.
My son said to me yesterday, he said, Mama, next week's Thanksgiving. I'm like, no.
Wow, is it?
Which I know means nothing in the UK, but...
Wait, what date's Black Friday? That's important.
Next Friday.
Next Friday.
Wait, do you do Black Friday? Do you guys do Black Friday in the UK? That's a thing? Okay, good. That is next Friday, the 26th.
Oh my god, that's the date my new fridge freezer arrives.
You get a new freezer?
We're getting a new fridge freezer because we haven't had one for the last week and a half because ours died on fireworks night.
Yeah. Oh no. So you have you're talking fridge, where like your normal everyday fridge?
Yeah.
So what have you been doing with all your food? Did you take it all to friends or?
No, I have a little electric cool box sat in front of me.
Oh my gosh.
And the freezer behind me.
Oh my gosh. And so you get a whole new one. Yay. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad.
It's great, but we've got to wait for like another, 10 days now? Which is,
You're lucky. My dishwasher broke and they said it'd be 8 weeks to get a new one, so yeah, we're doing dishes by hand.
It took us 9 months just to replace our dishwasher, but I don't mind doing the dishes by hand anywhere near as much as I mind not being able to actually do a whole shop because I don't have enough space to store the food.
Oh, absolutely, especially with a family of 4. Oh, Allie, I'm sorry you had to go through that. Yucky. Life keeps throwing us little wrenches here and there. It's very frustrating. I know.
It's very rude of it. Can't it just like throw us diamonds or something?
I know. And now it's Thanksgiving next week, and we have to eat a bunch. We have to cook a bunch, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Megan said she finally got her video posted. Yay! Have to go look at it. I literally, the Wi-Fi was so bad in Vegas. It was okay, but like to get on, and then it wanted to, update and download and use a bunch of whatever it's called, and a bunch of megabytes or whatever. So I haven't been on TikTok since before I left. 13 days with no TikTok, Allie. Wow. Can you believe it? I know.
Wow.
So now Megan's going to force me to get back on there tonight so I can watch her video. Thanks, Megan. That's okay. That's okay.
Sure.
I don't mind going to see Megan's video. That'll be fun.
It'll get you back into it.
I don't want to get stuck on it. It was kind of nice to be without it. Actually, most of social media I have been out of. I pulled up a map for my story and put it on dinner.
Oh, put on dinner. Okay.
And put on dinner. Gotcha.
That makes much more sense.
Yes, look at the comma. Hello. Yes. LOL. I didn't know England did Black Friday. Yeah, me too. Or Cyber Monday, but I guess it's international.
We take so very many of the consumerist holidays from you guys. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. It's payback. That's great. Next week is Turkey Day. Yes, I have been seeing Black Friday, this and that in books, and it's like, really? I never would have thought to buy books for Black Friday, but okay, I guess some people do.
I'd like to buy an air fryer. I'm hoping one of my preferred options for an air fryer goes on sale.
Oh, nice. Clean a bunch, family coming in town, no internet, I know. Well, I mean, I had it. It just was spotty, and then it was like, I was trying to save my time for the internet to do the things I really had to do and stuff, yeah. But Allie, I'm sitting here. I got done with what I was doing and I was
Mm-hmm.
looking over because you'd be so proud of me at the conference. I resisted buying another author planner.
Good job. Well
I know.
done.
The author planner I bought last year, which was this one. This lady was there
Mm-hmm.
selling the 2022 planner. And this one had tons of stuff in it that I tore out of the back that I love, but I didn't use the actual planner part.
Yeah.
And so I've mentioned before, I have all these planners off to the side, and I resisted. So I just actually opened up the author planner, and a new author planner that I'd had sitting here. Well, told you guys this one, the Write 10K a Day.
Yes.
And that's the one I'm going to use because I've already bought it, so I don't have to use another one. I know. I'm trying to be frugal. I know. My frugal days have come upon me because I don't want to work anymore. I'm tired of working. So
Yeah.
that is the one thing I would say that I came away from the conference with, which is I'd like to be doing this a little more full time. So yeah, that was fun to talk to people. My question for almost everybody was, if they had more than 20 books, did you really make 50K? You know?
Yeah.
And I would say over 50% of them said no. So that is interesting. I don't think it's a hard and fast rule. No, there's so many things that
definitely not.
play into it. Yeah, between marketing and how much one can afford to market, how much one can afford to advertise. How popular the books are, how covers. I mean, there's so much that plays into it all. So it's not a hard and fast rule for sure.
No, definitely not.
Megan got an air fryer toaster combo for birthday and obsessed. So you could do that.
Seen one of those.
You could do that TikTok that says I'm obsessed. Could do that, Megan, and feature your air fryer toaster combo. That is interesting because let's see, air fryer, and then a toaster oven usually has like a pull-out drawer, or do you mean slots of toaster?
Oh, you know what? That actually sounds like one of the ones that I'm looking at, because that's it's an air fryer, but it has like trays rather than a basket that you pull out, and also it's got a thing so that you can do a rotisserie chicken in it.
Oh my gosh!
And that looks amazing, and I want it.
So Megan, can you do a rotisserie on yours? That's interesting. I haven't seen that TikTok video. Yes. Look for the sound. Search for the sound. I'm obsessed, Megan. That's actually a sound on there that's really well used and good. Yes, it looks like a toaster oven. Now that I would love the little drawers. Yes. I have this teeny tiny basket, which for a family of 4 doesn't fit anything. That's frustrating.
No, do you know, all the air fryers that I look at, they're like 3.5 to 5.5 litres or something, and you could cook a portion of chips maybe for a family of 4, but that'd be it. You'd have to turn your oven on for every other part of it. And just it's a bit small.
It is small. You have to do it in small batch. And then my aunt discovered, you know how sometimes there's recipes for like cooking cake in an air fryer or whatever. She discovered if you get silicone little muffin tins or little silicone things fit in the basket, and you can cook things better in it. So I'm going to have to check it out for sure. No, mine isn't enough for chicken, but I can bake, air fry, boil, toast, and dehydrate.
Cool.
Very cool. I think it is a kind of a 1 or 2 person size thing. And if there is a larger one, it probably costs an arm and a leg. So.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
Shelby.
like the look of the Sorry, hi Shelby.
Go ahead.
I like the look of the Ninja Foodie that's like a pressure cooker and then an air fryer. Like it has 2 different lids, so you can pressure cook everything and then just crisp it up in the same thing.
Oh my gosh. I have not tried pressure cooker. It scares the death out of me because.
Oh really?
Well, isn't it like one tiny mistake and the whole thing can blow up? It scares me.
My mother-in-law gave me one. I can't think for last Christmas or the Christmas before now. and it lived for about 6 months, and I used it not a huge amount, but I used it quite a bit at times and not very much at other times, and it died because she'd had it for like 5 years or something, and but I didn't manage to make it blow up, and I feel like if that was really that easy, I would have accomplished it.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm still a little hesitant on it.
that's fair.
Shelby, you're not late. We're just almost done. You're fine. It's nice to say hello. Thanks for being here. We're gonna write again Saturday. Are we doing Saturday,
Yes.
Allie? Everything?
Yes,
Saturday
we are.
at noon Eastern. My computer was still on Pacific time today. I had to change it.
Oh,
I
no.
guess it didn't automatically change. I know. I have an Instapot. Yes, that's what I mean.
Yes.
They look really radical, but I don't know. Makes me scared. All right, well, all this talk about food, we better get going and go make some food. So thank you, Allie, for writing with me today. Thanks for being here with me while I got a couple of things done that I had to get done.
It was so nice to see you again.
Nice to see you. I wish I had more things to say about it. It was just a nice week. Nothing big. It was good. It was good. I'm really glad I went.
That's good.
Yeah. I haven't blown myself up yet. Yes, good. I'm glad.
Yay!
We need Megan
I'm glad.
around. Yes. You're welcome, Morningstar. Hope you got a lot done. Yeah. Saturday is back to writing for me, so hopefully we'll get a lot of words and editing in, Allie. We can do it. Yes, we can do it. And we'll also plan our Thanksgiving meal for the following week. Fun, fun, fun. Fun for all of us. Is everyone cooking? Morningstar, are you cooking? Allie, Alexis Spriggs, hello. Are you cooking for next week's Thanksgiving meal? Need to let us know. If anyone is alone for Thanksgiving, I hope you have friends and family you can call or talk to. And then just plan on shopping the next day because, that's actually more fun than eating a big meal with people that you really don't like that much. Anyway.
I must admit, all the memes do make it sound like it's more of a chore than a celebration.
Yeah. A chore for me, because, my youngest might help me cook. And then everyone will help me cook dishes, I hope. Do the dishes. Morningstar, I'd rather have a husband who made Italian on Thanksgiving Day. That'd be awesome. That would be really awesome. Megan, planning to eat fondue, watch Christmas movies. That actually sounds a lot more fun than a traditional meal. Yes, I love fondue. Do you make fondue, Allie? Oh my gosh, you don't make it?
I've had it maybe once in my life.
I love it.
I seem to recollect it was delicious.
We went to a restaurant one time in Atlanta when I was there for work, and they have a fondue restaurant, and you order, and typical fondue pot, and you'll have things, and you have to be careful about double dipping, of course, but how fun. It was really a cool concept. Husband's family. Oh, I got to eat sushi while I was in Vegas. I forgot to tell you. Do you like sushi?
Yay!
Do you like sushi? Oh my god.
Never had it. Maybe I love it, but I've never had it, and I've never really wanted to have it because it's raw and I like my food cooked.
My mom's the same way, but I asked Kanika if she likes sushi. She said yes. And so I've only been one time in Vegas at the conveyor belt sushi, where the little plates come by you, and you pick the one you want. Oh, it was so good. So she said yes. So the three of us went. My mom had chocolate cake from their menu, and
I would totally have been there with your mum having a chocolate cake.
Yes, she ordered. Well, they did have shrimp, fried shrimp, and so she did order that, and she had chocolate cake. But Kanika and I macked out on sushi, and it was so yummy. It was so good, so good, so good. So anyway, speaking of fondue and sushi, there we go. I don't know why you said it. Bring that up. Sushi.
We gotta have the food talk.
I know. We always have to finish with food. Tons of sushi. Yes, love sushi. Oh my gosh. I've never had it here in PA though. I'll have to find someplace good here. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know. Megan, do you have a little 70s fondue pot? I I remember my mom having this little, like, 70s or 80s pot and these little forks, and it was so good. My mom does really good stuff. Rarebit, I think she called it. Anyway, that's enough of all that. Now that Allie needs a midnight snack, because it's almost midnight her time.
It is so late.
All right, we will talk to you guys on Saturday. Hope you all have a good time and
Yes.
good night
Have a
and
lovely week, everyone.
good week of writing. And we will see you all. Yes, electric fondue pot. That's what I remember. It was all electric. Anyway,
Yeah.
very cool. We will see you guys on Saturday.
See you Saturday.
Thanks for joining us for chat and writing.